Hello and welcome to the WIHS Journal Public Affairs program. I'm Jerry Williams. Well, recently, Joe Young, president of Joe Young Entertainment and Harper's Got Talent, was honored by the Bloomfield's Humanities Committee. I was on the scene, and that's where I caught up with Joe Young's son, Kyle Young, and longtime television, film, and theater vet, Steve Amirzian. But first up, we're going to hear from Joe Young himself. Happening now on the WIHS Journal, it's news and public affairs. Out and about with Jerry Williams at the Bloomfield Leisure Service building, and I am here speaking to Joe Young. Joe Young, president of Joe Young Entertainment and Harper's Got Talent. He's being honored tonight. How do you feel, brother?
Man, I feel good, Jerry, man, like always. I just feel blessed, brother, to be in my hometown and to be recognized by the Bloomfield Humanities Committee, brother, and that you show up, man. You always show up when it goes down, man. When you're around, Jerry, I know it's going to be something happening and good food's going to be around, brother.
Well, tell me this, man, for those who aren't familiar with you, because you're involved in so much, man, and beloved by so many people. Talk about your humble beginnings in the arts and media and where it all began and where you grew up.
It goes back to, man, I would say 1970 when I was just a kid, man, and I always had a love for storytelling. You know, people don't realize I was a writer first. I wrote my first play, John Lee, when I was 7. When I got older, I discovered I can draw, and then I combined the drawing with the writing, came out with a comic strip, and the rest is history, man. So that's how I got started, man. And then one thing led to another, got involved with youth, had the Joe Picture Show, which was a TV show. Then animation became accessible to the common man, and I got into animation, the arts, performing arts, acting, producing, and then I got into film and TV, all self-taught, man. But it started in Bloomfield, Connecticut. I was born in Hartford, and I do a lot of work in Hartford, but grew up in Bloomfield, Connecticut, brother.
You're so busy. Sometimes I wonder if you ever sleep. Do you ever sleep, Joe?
I don't, but I found my purpose, so I can't wait to get to wake up every day, man. And, you know, folks like me, one of our biggest challenges is balance, you know, having time for personal and things like that. You know, everything, there's a trade-off, man. I'm happy, man. I just feel blessed, Jerry.
Take us through what's going to take place tonight. Some VIPs here tonight.
Oh, yeah, you got some VIPs coming through tonight. There's this young kid named Dylan. He'll be showing up tonight. His dad will be painting a Kemet picture, and his wife, who I met, who set it off, man, she's the connector. Then we have, like, Bob Patricelli coming through. There's going to be some government people here. Judge Foy will be here talking about her new TV show. Paige, you know, she is blowing up all over the place in social media. So it's just going to be a great night to have fun, connect with folks, and for me to say thank you to all the folks who have contributed to my career and my life.
If you're just tuning in, I am with Joe Young, president of Joe Young Entertainment and Harper's Got Talent, and so many other things. I don't know how many hats he wears.
Yeah, me either, man. People say, Joe, how do you do this? How are you doing a movie? Then you're doing Harper's Got Talent. Then you got a book that just came out. And I have to say, I found my purpose, and I have a great team of people that I work with, who I'm able to delegate. You know you have a good team when you don't know who the leader is. Yeah. You know, and everybody leans in, and everybody's a leader in their own right, and they do their own stuff too. So I just feel blessed that I have a great team of people of support.
Tonight is also a book signing of yours, too.
Yep. I got Kemet the Time Traveler, which is my latest big project that I'm going to make a household name. That's my goal. And tonight is a set-off of the graphic novel called Kemet the Time Traveler, which is a collection of the 6 comic books that I have with Kemet. I created, I do most of the writing, but I wanted to bring other people in. My daughter's helping with the writing. Rabina McKinley's helping with the writing. Because the comic is kind of like a Marvel style, and I don't do a Marvel style. What I'll do is the rough drafts, and I'll send it to my boys Dave and Mirko in Italy, and they draw the comic. My son Kyle does the graphics, man, and character is in 230 newspapers every week, 22 million readers. But this book packages everything. It has comic books in it, and so I'm excited about it. And we're going to try to make it an Amazon bestseller tonight.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yep. And so we're already getting support coming in to make it a bestseller. But the main thing is the message of Black history in the book and the contributions of Black folks and how they have contributed to America. We also cover the Latino population, but Kim is a time traveler, and it's really a history book.
One thing about you that never fails to amaze me, you always swing for the fences, brother. Everything you do in a big way by faith. You just go for it in everything you do.
Well, you can't be afraid. I've got some misses, but those were my greatest lessons. I got like Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, man. I got a lot of misses, but when you hit, man. Yeah. And when you found your purpose, it doesn't matter, man, because it's about the journey and you're learning and the people that you like. For instance, we've worked together on Harper's Got Talent. We worked together on The Big Shot and this and that, man. And with this Kemet, we're doing some PBS stuff, man. So I want to bring you in some of that stuff. So it's about working with the community, man.
Yeah. And before I let you go, I just want to personally thank you because you helped launch my stand-up comedy. I got my start in stand-up comedy at Joe Young's Harper's Got Talent, and I just want to let you know that I haven't stopped. I've been out there several times, the Funny Bone, the Elbow Room, several other. In fact, when I leave you, I got to rush out to North Haven to get on stage to do some stand-up tonight.
Wow, you wear many hats too, and it's a testimony to you, and I feel honored that you said that because when I listen to your material, it's the same laugh I'm giving Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle. It's the same thing. I'm laughing the same way, man. Yeah. Especially when you do your skits on sports and Stephen A. Smith and man. So and you do a mean Frederick Douglass, man. So your range is amazing.
Well, God bless you and congratulations, man. It's well deserved that all these people have come together tonight to honor you, man. You've always done great things in the community. Yep. You're always doing a lot of workshops for the kids, man. My kid has been a part of your workshops.
We're going to get him back. We're going to pull him back. We like the mob. We're going to pull him back in, man. You can't get rid of him, but he's a good kid, too.
Thank you. God bless you. And keep doing all that you're doing, man. We love you, man.
Love you too, man. Thank you, Jerry.
Here's a chip off the old block right here. We're talking about Joe Young's son. How you doing, man?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Now, explain your part in all this.
Basically, like you said, I'm his right-hand man. I kind of just fill in some of the pieces that maybe he doesn't have time to do, or I'm just here. I'm here for support, digital, art, graphics, audio, video, everything. I'm just here to just help my dad out, really. Kyle Young.
Talk about when you were coming up. What was it like seeing your dad do all that he's doing? Were you fascinated? Because you must have witnessed a lot of things that he was doing over the years.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely fascinated. It was all happening before I was born, so it was just, I guess, normal to me. But it definitely inspired me because I'm an artist myself, and I think in similar ways. So it was definitely always fascinating, never boring, always exciting. We were always meeting cool people, working on projects. Ever since 89, 86 when I was born. My biggest inspiration, I wouldn't be anything without him. Yeah, it's been a wild ride. It's been hard. It's been ups and downs, but it's definitely been, I wouldn't regret it. I don't take it back. I wouldn't take it back. I love the life that he showed me that you can live, and so that's why we're here today.
Well, God bless you, man. Your father is known by many and beloved by many, man. So keep holding his arms up, man.
Definitely. He doesn't need my help. he's good on his own. But, yeah, definitely. I mean, I always would. And he does the same for everyone he comes across. So it's only right to do the same. So that's why we're here.
Nice to meet you, Kyle. God bless you.
Appreciate you.
Still here at the celebration where they're honoring Joe Young, president of Joe Young Entertainment and Harper's Got Talent. And look what the wind blew in. Steve Amirzian, a veteran actor and so many things. How you doing, Steve?
I'm good. Thank you, man. How are you, Jerry?
I'm all right. What brings you here tonight, man?
Well, book signing of Kemet, from Joe, and had to be there to represent and help him out, and that's what I'm here for.
Talk about your journey in the media. You got quite a experience, and you've done a little camera work, just some acting, producing. Talk about what you've done in the past.
In the past 20, 25 years, I've been mainly an actor and a writer. I love doing both. A little bit of directing here once in a while. Had a podcast for a while, and a couple of weeks ago, I got invited to do a podcast and be a guest. So that was kind of nice, and talk about what I did and how I started back in the days when I was in high school.
And you understand you just had a bit part in a movie or something like that?
I did. I played a sheriff in a movie called Sandstone. It was filmed entirely here in Connecticut by a friend of mine who's a director, Nick Rapuano. He's from the southern part of Connecticut, but he asked me to do this 3.5 years ago I shot it, and I just saw it for the first time yesterday on streaming on Amazon Prime. So if you get a chance to see Sandstone, I highly recommend it.
And you have a book or two out. Don't you talk about your book?
I have a book. I have a memoir that's been out for a couple of years called Life at 24 Frames Per Second. Tells about my life in the periphery of show business, staying in Connecticut, and all the people I've met and come in contact with. So, yeah, that was kind of nice, too. And I've got some other acting gigs coming up. Some people want me to play a detective in an upcoming web series, and so I'm talking with them after I go from here. I'm going to go meet with them. So,
he's Steve Amerzian. Good to see you, man. God bless you. Looking good, brother.
Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate it. Good to see you.
If you would like more information about what you heard today, call WIHS 860-346-1049, 860-346-1049. I'm Jerry Williams for the WIHS Journal. It's news and public affairs.